Hi everyone, welcome back to another video from Edexcel and Cambridge Mathematics coming under IGCSE. Today we are going to discuss about probability. We know that when we are talking about probability, we have learned tree diagrams. Here I am going to discuss about some more examples from that. Here you can see there's a cricketer, world famous cricketer, Kumar Sangakkara. Now, when he is catching a ball, the probability that he is catching the ball, I have given here, that's 0.8. This is according to my assumption. This can be differ from the real life. Here, 0.8. This means when he is getting a ball, the possibility of catching that one is 0.8. Now, my problem here is when he is getting 200 times balls, what is the number of times that he can catch the ball? Now, what we have to do here is a simple thing, that is the probability 0.8 we have to multiply by 200. Then you are getting the number of times that he is catching the ball. We can estimate that one. We are estimating. Now you can see here 160 times he can catch the ball. That is a estimate. Then what if I will ask from you something like this? The probability that he is not catching the ball. Now we know that probability of catching the ball and probability of not catching the ball, when we are taking these two, that is equal to 1. Now this is a famous rule in probability. If we need to find out the probability of not catching the ball, what we can do is here probability of not catching plus probability of catching we are making equal to 1. Now probability of not catching I have given here. The probability of catching the ball is 0.8. When we are subtracting that from 1, finally we are getting 0.2. That is the probability of not catching the ball. Okay, now we will move on to an example which can be given under this theorem. Now you can see here, according to this question, they have given there is a spinner. So when this spinner is spun, the probability that it will land on each color is provided in the table, apart from blue and yellow. Now you can see here, when we take this one, the probability that it will land on red they have given, probability that it will land on the other colors also they have given except brown and yellow. Then they have given a small clue here. You can see the probability that it will land on brown is 0.06 more than the probability that it will land on yellow. Then you can see here, if I will take the probability that it will land on yellow as x, the probability that it will land on brown should be 0.06 more than that value. Then the probability that it will land on brown can be taken as x plus 0.06. Now we know that according to our rule, all these probabilities added up to 1. I am adding all these values and finally I make it equal to 1 and I solve that one for x. Then as x we are getting 0.1. Now we know that the probability that it will land on yellow is 0.1. Our final question is, when this is done 150 times, what is the estimated times that we can take as it is landing on yellow. Now I think you can remember we calculated in the previous example that we did the number of times that Sangha is catching the ball. We got probability and we multiplied by the number of times. Now here also this is done how many times? 150 times. When it is done 150 times, this probability 0.1 should be multiplied by 150. So we are getting finally that as 15 times.